Our next fabulous deal is by no other than Fern CFRI.
Did you tell them it's past President's Night, a deal of the month? Just like that was coming from. No, it looked terrible. I always pride myself on having nice graphics, but Sandra called me this afternoon in the car and said, "Don't you have a deal of the month?" And I said, "Yeah, but I don't have time to prepare anything." So Charles had that beautiful full color graphic for you, and I have a calculator tape.
Listen to this. I can hear Heidi, her sister, in the background saying, "We don't have to prepare anything, do you?" I said, "No, just come." But I didn't think literally that little piece of paper.
Yeah, that's it, calculator. I was out looking at houses today. How else can you, where's Jim Farrell? How else can you buy them if you don't look at them and make offers on them, right, Jim? We just had this conversation.
We're glad to have you. Thank you.
Oh, it's nice to be here. Thanks so much. Bought a house in Oviedo. Found it from a wholesaler, not a member of CFRI. Nice home. I like pretty houses in nice neighborhoods. Put $26,000 of rehab into it. Oh, excuse me, financing, paid cash. $26,000 of rehab into it. It'll be in the newsletter, so my pal Greg Clarkson will get credit. Home Fixers, he did the rehab for us. As you know, in your little thing you sent me to fill out today, it took him a whopping 2 weeks to do that. So I think Greg, if he was here, I'd say this too. He's the first one to tell you he may not be the cheapest, but he definitely is the fastest, and he does beautiful work. So I'm happy to give that plug for him. When we sold it, we paid about $8,000 in closing costs, which was mostly real estate commission, doc stamps, and title insurance, and $1,500 in staging, which I'll talk about a little more in a minute. So I had an investment of $157,500, sold it for $194,000, made a profit of $36,500. What would you like to know, Tom? Now you're supposed to have questions prepared. Okie dokie. Hi, Robin.
Where's your buyer from?
Buyer came from MLS.
So
They got a loan. We actually had 3 offers the same weekend. And this one was, I think when you do this for a while, you get not so much a gut feeling, it's just, you lay 3 of them out there, and when you have 2 that are lower asking prices and FHA 3.5% down financing and asking for solid concessions, and one that is a reasonable offer within a few percentage points of what the listing price is, and 80% conventional financing and no seller concessions. Yeah, we were thrilled. And I tell you what else, I think when they start out good, they continue good, and the transaction was just smooth, the realtor knew what they were doing. They had inspections done before their appraisal, which is very unusual. I mean, everything went quick. Next question. Come on now. Yes, Maureen.
Okay, I'm going to do the math backwards. What did you pay for the property?
122.
122. How long did you hold it?
Thank you for asking. Was that you, Sue? I thought I detected your lovely accent. So, in my world, and I really stand by this opinion, it is the wrong time to have a house for sale in November and December. I mean, unless someone has got a job transfer, people are just not moving in. And every real estate statistic, I don't care if it's an up market or down market, that you ever see business is off, after we've been through those holiday months. But on the other hand, years ago I had a partner in the real estate business, and we had one house, and then she and I bought another house, and her husband kind of got in my face and was kind of snarky with me and said, "How come you have to do 2 at once?" And I said, "Because we're in the real estate business. It's not like you're in the shoe business. Whenever you feel like it, you can call the manufacturer and say, send me another 100 dozen pair of shoes. When you're in the real estate business, you have to buy it when it's there." So we bought this house in the fall knowing that it was going to be a pain. This is a long answer to a short question, but knowing it was going to be a pain in the neck to sell it November, December, and knowing that if something didn't happen then, we were going to get it staged first couple weeks of January. So I called the staging company. She got the furniture in there on a Wednesday. I went out there with my clipboard. Those of you who know me know I'm pretty meticulous. I think more meticulous than almost anybody I know except for Colleen Musselman, so you can tell her I used her name in vain tonight. And I couldn't find one thing in this entire house I wanted the stager to move or change. I mean, they just did a beautiful, beautiful job. And the realtor who sold it told me that she was kind of one room ahead of the people and she was showing them the house. Excuse me, one room behind them. She let them walk ahead and she's behind them. And every room they're going, oh, come look here. Oh, come look there. And so we had 3 offers within 10 days of that staging being put in the house. And so everyone says to me, do I think the staging sold it? I don't know if the staging sold it because I think the timing was a big part of it. But there's no doubt in my mind that we got the money back and then some for the staging. It more than paid for itself. I mean, it really just showed the house beautifully. I would do it again.
Any other questions?
How long did you hold it?
October until we got a contract in January, closed the beginning of May. It's about 4 months altogether. Yeah, Mike?
Where did you manage to find the problem?
Through a wholesaler who is not a member of CFRI. Well, because everyone's going to ask me who it is, so I just anticipated the question. If it was someone here, I would be glad to